It's been pretty well discussed on the internet as of recent. This guy called Peethan. Peethan, a very serious guy who wants to be taken seriously. He's serious, guys. Has been wrong recently on his accusations towards a predator catcher called Alex. What exactly was he wrong about? Well, having the opinion that Alex is doing, what Alex is doing is insignificant. Oh yeah, it's not worth catching a fucking child predator, is it? In a roundabout way, he was saying that Alex should stop. Huh? Ask anyone and see if they'll say whether or not catching a child predator is a good thing or not. Why would you say otherwise? Well, there are legitimate people you should criticize for their predator catcher content, like the brutal woman beater Vitaly, who has in recent months been luring specifically gay child predators and beating them up on live stream.
So what are we doing, sir?
This
You want to go to jail, or we want a hot chip? Don't push him. Yo, come on.
What a fucking weird world we live in. That's the type of content that live streaming platforms have. But that's what happens when you combine gambling with live streaming. But Vitaly's conviction rate is probably like 1%, and that's really good, isn't it? You lure these people and then you beat them up, and then they're out, and then they just go and rape a child, maybe. Who knows? I understand the content that people make should be entertaining, but when you enter the world of like illegal activity, like attaining to children, then I think you should be a little bit responsible in the approach that you take, right? I mean, something that Vitaly obviously doesn't give a shit about, and he just wants to come across as this like a great guy to his new teen audience, like he has some sort of moral superiority over these creeps, and he wants to obviously further distance himself from the his checkered dirty past. Even though, I mean, beating up people, it's kind of similar to what he did before. There just happened to be people that might deserve it more. I mean, that woman definitely didn't deserve it. He was high on and beat the out of a stranger. He's gross. I know the cause that Mr. Peethan is trying to fight for. I've seen enough of Alex's videos to have heard his bias towards conservatism in the most inappropriate places. Like he'd love to frame the world like Republicans are the good boys of the world and the libtards are the degenerate ones, the pedos. But the truth is, the only significant pattern of people that are in his videos is that they're men, they're male. Yeah.
About the trans.
Yeah, that's really up.
It is really.
It is really up.
I'm super conservative. I don't know what you're.
I am too.
So,
well, we do have a borderline there.
Right.
Statistically, according to the Office of National Statistics, only 3.8% of child predators are female, which makes a lot of sense when you see these predator catcher videos. So the idea that, either people on the left or right are more likely to be pedophiles is just isn't supported by anything, right? So it shouldn't be involved in your videos. I get that you just gotta give all the bad labels to the other side and all the good ones to your side, right? I mean, whatever side you're on, you'll probably say the other side is at fault. So, or if you don't give a about politics, and you'll probably disagree with me that it's got nothing to do with politics and it shouldn't really be involved. People are just perverted, and for the most part, what made them that way is something to do with the addiction of some kind, which stems from a deeper societal problems that we can debate about endlessly. But overall, it's just sad and disgusting. If you want to see what I mean, you can go no further than just the comments of Alex's videos. If you are a 250-pound, 65-year-old man and believe that a cute, hot wants to hook up with you, you're probably a very desperate and stupid individual. Dude looks 70 and gross. No wants you, I guarantee it. Like, I understand what people are saying. The guy's gross and no one will ever love him. But the fact that they describe a teenager to be having a standard and that he doesn't meet that standard implies to me that that is something that should actually have value to someone. Like, what a teenager is interested in terms of like sexual partner, or what the are we talking about? No, he's not gross because he's a chomo. He's disgusting because he's a fat old man. He doesn't deserve a teenager when looking like that. No. You need to be a Chad to have a little girl like what the fuck? Why would this be your takeaway? Why are you trying to point out like his physical flaws in order to make a point that he shouldn't be a f***ing weirdo? No one should be seeking out a 13-year-old girl, no matter what you look like. You're disgusting no matter how you look. It's just so happens that some people might think that your appearance matches your sexual perversion. You look kind of gross, and you're mentally gross as well. The bottom line is that people shouldn't be discussing what teenagers' preferences are and who they're attracted to. That's just f***ing weird, and on the same line of thinking that sits you in the same chair that this piece of is in. Just leave the kids alone, man. When I watch these videos, the things that come to mind are this guy's disgusting and stupid, and I hope that he has a hard time in jail, as well as a little sympathy because of how sad and pathetic they look as they ruin their own life through degenerate, harmful perversion. Like on a human level, you're this f***ed up in your life that you have to do this. Like, what are you doing? Like, you just gotta wonder, like, how did they get here? And how are they so f***ed up? It's like watching a car crash you can't take your eyes off. As if someone's like speeding and putting their life at risk and others at risk, and then they crash and blow themselves up. Like, I feel bad for them and their families, but at the same time, why are they speeding to their doom? I think from what I can see, what Alex is doing is a net good. Given the resources that we have right now in society to deal with these freaks, I think these techniques are highly effective at making the losers feel comfortable enough to incriminate themselves. And then, yes, that does involve maybe coming across like your buddy with them if the video is taken out of context, or if in Peethan's case, viewed by an idiot. But the truth is, it gets them to admit to their messed up mind and monstrous actions, which is great in the sense that they are made to look the fool in front of thousands of people and will hopefully go to jail if the state sees what a clear danger they pose to their community.